Hi everybody, Miss Kelly here for today's Cut a Snowflake program. Hi, I'm so glad you all can join in today. Hi, the library might be closed today because of the weather, but we are still going to have some fun making snowflakes here. Okay. We have two different types of snowflakes we're going to make. I will show you those in just a second. I will give everybody a chance to log on here. Okay, I hope everybody is having a very wonderful snow day. Okay, hope you got a chance to go outside and enjoy the snow and didn't have to go too many places and got to stay warm and cozy at home. Okay. Um, for today's project, you will just need a couple things. I'll give you, that little information so you can gather those if you don't have it available right this second. Okay. We've got scissors you will need, and you will need coffee filters. Okay, just a couple of those, and then just some white copy paper. Okay. So pretty basic stuff here. And that's pretty much all you need to make your snowflakes. Okay. We have two different kinds of snowflakes. Okay. The coffee filter one is a little easier to make, and the copy paper one is a little bit more complex here. Okay. If you've made these before, let me know. I'd be curious to know if you did in the same way that we're going to do them today. Okay. So I think that would be kind of interesting to hear, because I know snowflakes are all different, and I'm sure there are a bunch of different ways that we can make them. Okay. So, the things we'll need are going to be scissors, coffee filters, and just a couple of sheets of regular old white printer paper, just the 8.5 by 11. Okay. All right. Everybody ready to get started? Okay. Awesome. All right. We will start with the easier one, which is the coffee filter snowflake. Okay. That one is pretty simple. Okay. What you're going to do is you are going to fold your coffee filter in half. All right. Just like that. Okay. Our coffee filter. Okay. Then you are going to fold it in half. Again. Okay. And fold it one more time, like that. Okay. So our coffee filter snowflake is begun. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I am going to just simply cut little triangles into the sides of the coffee filter. Okay. I'm going to cut right over my other coffee filter, so that way the little scraps just fall right in there. Okay. Just going to do little spots along the edge, like that. Okay. All right. If you guys are just joining us, we are just starting our coffee filter snowflake. Okay. So we have folded our coffee filter in half 3 times. Okay. All right. And I'm going to continue cutting my little triangles. All right. And voila, I have the coffee filter snowflake. Okay. Like I said, these are all going to be a little different. See how these other ones I made turned out. Okay. You can experiment, cut different shapes in your coffee filter, make your snowflakes nice and unique. Okay. All right. Now we are going to move on to the one that is a little more tricky, and that is with your copy paper. Okay. All right. The first thing we're going to need to do with our regular old 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper is we're going to need to make it a square, right? This shape right here, not a square, all right? The easiest way to do that is to fold over one side. All right, so you're going to have one side folded over, and you're going to have the strip of extra paper over here. Okay. Then you're going to cut that. Okay. Just cut that extra piece off. Okay. So now I have a triangle. Open it up, and it's my square. All right, so I'm going to start with my triangle, and I am going to fold it in half. Smaller triangle here, right? Then I'm going to fold it in half again. Okay. Now for what I find to be the trickiest part to get right of the process. Okay. What you do is you are going to basically fold over two sides of this triangle. Okay. I'm going to have it with the long part on the bottom, and I'm going to fold over one side like that, and then I'm going to fold over another side like that. Basically, it's going to kind of wind up looking like a pointy hat. Okay. So I've got the pointy hat shape. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the very bottom of my little pointy hat shape off. Okay. So I've cut the bottom off, and now I just have my little triangle. Okay. So now I'm going to cut the little shapes into the paper. Okay. You can cut triangles, you can cut little half circles in there, whatever you would like. Okay. Get the triangles going. You can experiment with different cuts Okay. Like here, I have just the two sides cut. Okay. If I cut into this third side, that will kind of give it some little edges with cuts like that. Okay. Or if I just leave it plain, I can do that too. You make as many cuts as you like, and then you're able to open it up, and you've got a snowflake. I'll show you some of the ones that I've made. Okay. This one, like I said, has the little cuts on each corner. Okay. This is a more simple one without any cuts on the corner, but still your basic triangles inside. Okay. And this is another one that's a little more fancy. Okay. So that is how you make a paper snowflake, right? If you have any questions, please comment or message. Let me know. I'd be happy to, let you know or, give any tips. I also should be able to post the directions within the event for you to print out as well, because I know it does take a couple tries sometimes. Especially for the copy paper one, it's a little trickier. Okay? So I will try and post instructions. Okay? I'd love to see the snowflakes that you've made. So comment with pictures, message us some pictures. That will be just awesome to see, as always. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our next virtual program is our Valentine's painting, which I believe is full at the moment. We also have a cookie decorating take home bag that you can take home. I believe it is February 22nd. That is coming up. It does require registration. You can give us a call or you can go to our website to register for that. And there's a couple of our fun things going on. As always, it has been great talking with you guys, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.